Hey there, how's everyone doing? This is Kristen Fagan here. Explore creative explorations, getting out into the world and exploring, or maybe exploring something that you've been thinking about doing and just haven't stepped into yet. Maybe now is a good time to explore dipping your toes in and what that will feel like. I mean, really, I feel like that's what we do as creatives, right? We're just here to explore the life around us. It's great. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about color. As I am playing with the color challenge, I started yesterday and I decided, you know, this might be a fun way to just give myself the ability to explore some new color palettes. This is what I started with so far. So these pages I did during Art is Magic, the free creative weekend for Make, Create, Express with one of the artists, Journey, I believe her name was. And you just did some ink splots and close the page. And then you can come back and play with them later. So I decided that these would be fun to just add the color combinations to, since the pages were already kind of started. So that's a fun way to get a bunch of pages started in your sketchbook. Just create these little ink blots and then just come back and play with them later in lots of different ways. She shared with us turning them into figures and some scenes. It was really wonderful, great way to do it. You can kind of use them like a soul scribble and find stuff in there and kind of pull them out. Or you can just use them as purely abstract, which is what I did here. I do always love the idea of exploring new color combinations and things that go together. I saw this color challenge over at St. McLeod. I think that's how you say it. So the first day was ginger and robin's egg. And so my ginger was sort of this, I couldn't decide if it was more peachy or on the yellowy side, the inside of a ginger. So I went with a little bit of both and then added this robin's egg color. And then on this side was lemon and elephant. So that is just like a brighter lemony yellow and a gray elephant. And I did both of these pages with my Koi watercolors. And I'm gonna flip here and work on the next color combination, which is coffee and carrot, or carrot and coffee. And this is where this little guy really comes in handy, because you can quickly look. Sometimes looking at the colors on a palette, it's a little harder to discern, but you can quickly look at your little swatches here and see that carrot would be one of these two, or maybe a combination. And then coffee would be down here. So let's do this side. And I'll just grab a regular brush. I'm gonna go with a big one. And I'm just gonna dip it into those two colors, activate them with water. And start to play with my carrot color. And you can do these in a different way. You can explore these colors in more of a traditional drawing or painting. But I just thought it would be fun to explore abstract with them. So you saw me dip water into my colors and then add them to the page, or you can just add some water onto your page directly and then pick up paint and dip it in that way. And let things kind of move around. And now I'm going to pick up a smaller brush for my coffee color and activate my coffee, and then you can, if you want, those areas that have a large amount of water, just dip some of that color in there and let them play. So I like to give areas where each color has like their own little space to be. But then also find spots where they can kind of dance together, like that one did there. And then maybe I'll grab a little area here with some, just fill it up with some water. And then come back and tap. And then maybe tap again. So in this case, I added more paint and less water, and you're going to get a much darker, more controlled mark. And if you add more water, it'll be a lot looser. I like that color combo, coffee and carrot. What do you think of that one? I like the names they chose for these color combinations too. I'll just bring it a little bit lighter of an orange. I was looking on Instagram, and if you follow the hashtag over there, it's hashtag color I combo. So COLORICOMBO. And there you can see what people are making and playing with in these color combinations. And there's such a wide range of things that I saw. It was very cool. Because I'm using watercolors. You can do it with colored pencils, you can do it with acrylic paint or oil paint, or you can do it with mixed media, papers, and any craft. Yeah, it's a cool combo. I like it. You know, orange can be a tough color, and I think the brown really helps kind of ground it. Oh, it feels like a giraffe right now. I feel like I'm seeing a giraffe in there. And that's what's kind of fun about these pages too, is there might be some pages I do that I just like the way they are abstract and maybe I'll just keep them. And then there may be other pages where I start to see something emerge and maybe I will come back and try and pull that out of it a little bit more. So the next color combo is mustard and maroon. Ooh, so it's kind of similar. So if carrot and coffee were these two and then this one down here, I think mustard is going to be that one. This one's kind of a maroon. Maybe a little addition of some red in there. So these two for sure, and maybe, oh, is that one mustard? Maybe these two are mustard. That's like a brown mustard. That one might be more mustard, that bottom one. So where to start? Sometimes it's fun to just kind of find some spots and color them in. It's like you find little spaces. And then, let's see, I'm not sure if this color is maroon. I guess it is kind of a maroon. Yeah, it looks a little redder when I put it down than I thought. I'm gonna switch my brush and see. I add a little bit of brown to my yellow. Kind of deepen that mustard color. Anyone else a brown mustard fan? Spicy mustard. See how different that makes my marks feel when I switch to more of a flat brush from the round. I don't feel like I get as flowy. All right, I don't feel like I'm marrying these colors as well, so let me add some maroon in there. And let me add some yellow in here. See how that makes it a little more interesting when you add more than one color and let them kind of blend. Yeah, super fun. So this is the first 4. Ginger and robin's egg, lemon and elephant, carrot and coffee, and then mustard and maroon. Sweet, I'm excited to see what you all create, and it doesn't have to be in watercolor. It can be in any materials that you're working in. If you go ahead and work on some of these fun color combinations, share it in the group. Let us know what you're making and let us see how you interpreted the combination of colors. Give yourself some space to explore. And if there's something that's been kind of itching at you to try, find time this month to do it, right? Right. Talk to you all soon. Happy exploring.